Activate your lightsabers.
Oh, wow.
Raise your lightsabers high. For you have just built a lightsaber. Let the Jedi sympathize for you. And let them use you to change now. Remember, it only takes a spark.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So we just got back from Disneyland, and this is the third time that my daughter has celebrated her birthday in Disneyland.
Happy birthday! I'll send Chef Louise an order to make you a brand new birthday cake for your day.
I don't know if we can keep this up. I mean, we're gonna have to go to like Disneyland, Hong Kong, Disneyland Euro, Disneyland Iraq. We haven't even been to Disney World, so maybe that's next. We're always excited to bring her to Disneyland, but this year, I was probably more excited than she was. Galaxy's Edge had opened up at Disneyland, and I couldn't wait to see it. I remember thinking as I was walking through Galaxy's Edge that this is exactly what I thought the Star Wars world would look like. As a matter of fact, they did an amazing job putting that together. You feel like you're walking on a Star Wars set. I posted some pictures on Instagram that you can check out because I was very impressed by the level of detail that they put into the thing.
I see we're not the only ones out exploring today. Join the outpost, young one.
Anyway, this week we're headed up to Lake Placid, New York. My wife is participating in a 70.3 Ironman. So this is a half Ironman. She's done a full Ironman already. She's doing this half Ironman, and then she's doing another full Ironman in November here in Phoenix. And a bird just hit the window. And what I want to talk about is passion. I want to talk about your partner's passion. And I want to talk about how you can support that passion, because it's one thing to have your passion and to be totally engaged in your passion, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, but just as important is understanding your partner's passion. What is your partner's passion? Do they have one? And how do you support that passion? That's what I want to talk about. And the first thing you need to think about is, does your partner actually have a passion? They might not have one. And if they don't, how do you help them discover that passion? Instead of waiting for them to figure it out, how can you help them discover what that passion is? How do you help them see from the outside the things that drive them, the things that light them up, the things that make them excited? And how do you help define what that passion is for them? You need to help them discover what that passion is. That's only going to benefit you in the long run with your passion. All right, got to pack up, got to head out of here. And also, it'll be fun to see what it's like to travel with a 5-year-old. What did parents do before iPads and Benadryl? I'm kidding. We don't give her Benadryl. I take the Benadryl. We got a lot of stuff. Are you helping? Go ahead, just scrape up my bag. That's okay. Are you seeing if you fit in the overhead compartment? You're gonna... A, B, and C. Hey, Sparkles. It's 2:24 in the morning.
Could unpack tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll unpack tomorrow. Okay. All right.
What do you think?
You want to bet?
So maybe we'll do it at the same time.
I think it might work out that way.
That was a long trip. It was a 5-hour flight from Phoenix to JFK, picked up Elaine, and then drove for 5 hours through the night. Last night when we got here, it was like 50 degrees, and we were all freezing because we're used to Phoenix where it's 100. It was 113 degrees yesterday in Phoenix. What is the weather? Jennifer's getting ready. She assembled her bike and then took it out for a ride while Elaine and I and Azella went shopping. You should ride on top of it instead of carrying it. It's more fun that way. That's one of the things about supporting your partner's passions. Support actually means work. It's not just you going rah rah and be like, go get them. It's actually doing work. It's taking a couple of days off work and driving across New York State in the middle of the night, and you going and doing all the grocery shopping while your partner's out riding her bike. those types of activities, those types of things. That's what support means. Like the pit crew in NASCAR. That driver couldn't do what they did unless that pit crew was there. And it's not just the work that they do day of, right? You only see the pit crew when the car pulls in and 8 seconds later that car is back up and running. But all that work that goes into getting to that point is the support work. And when your partner has a passion, you got to put in the support. One of the other things that you can do in terms of supporting your partner's passions is to be part of it. And I am not a runner. I can't run unless police are chasing me. My bike riding skills are on mountain bikes, going down mountains or riding BMXs through New York City. I can't participate in that way, but I can use my talents and things that I'm good at to be part of what she does. And in this case, it's my camera, my video, my photography. And so she needs to go swim in the lake to get a feel for the lake, get the temperature of the water, those types of things. So she needs to go do a workout in the water, and I'm taking the camera and I'm gonna go shoot some video, and I'm gonna go, more importantly, shoot some pictures that she can use as part of her documentation. That is how I can be involved. How can you use either your talents, your passions to support your partner? That's what we're gonna go do now. All right, let's go check out beautiful Lake Placid.
Thumb down now, no drip this. Tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I tell them run it on. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number 1 up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first
The wall. So we got a rainy day in Lake Placid. It's been raining for a couple hours. Luckily, the forecast does not call for rain tomorrow. Well, it actually calls for some rain early morning. It's supposed to let up about 8 a.m. For the majority of the bike rides, she won't be in the rain, which is a good thing, because if it rains like this all day tomorrow, it's gonna be a long day. So supporting your partner with their passion requires a lot of language and words. You definitely need encouragement. You can do this, you can go get them, you can win, especially if they start doubting themselves. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do well tomorrow. You remind them of how much they worked, how hard they worked, how much effort they've put into this. You also need encouragement through action. What actions are you taking to encourage your partner? What are the things that you're doing? And if you're doing things, if you're taking action, then your partner can actually see that you are as invested and involved in whatever it is that they're doing. So for example, today, we just spent the last hour driving through the rain so that we can see the bike course, right? It's 54 miles and we drove in the big circles so that she can see and visualize what the course looks like. And we did that. It's those actions that you take that are also as important as the words. Supporting your partner also means getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday so that you can go stand out in the rain and find the right place to take pictures. Ironman does a really good job with their tracking app. It's not raining, so that's good. The roads are wet, but it's not raining. And sometimes when you try to support someone, you fail miserably. I was in position, I got down, I was set, and then boom, she goes right by me. I had just checked her transition time to see where she was, and it was so close to, the location was so close to where she transitioned from that I had literally seconds. I'm gonna have to try again. But I got it on video, so at least there's a video clip of it. I got something in there.
Woo! 2 crashes on the bike.
Well, she did it. She pulled it off. She finished her Ironman. She did really well. Not only did she do better than she did last year in worse conditions, she came in 4th in her age group and 12th overall for females out of like 1,800 people that participated. And the female who won the thing was actually in her age group. So she did extraordinarily well. So well that she actually qualified for the World Finals in New Zealand next year. And she's really excited about that. I'm excited for her. She keeps getting better and better and better at this, and that's what's exciting to watch her grow. I can see her winning the whole thing one day. We're packing up. I don't know where. When I set up, there were no cars at all. None. No cars. Now, it's like a parade of cars. So we're packing up, headed to JFK, got a 5-hour drive, and then we got a 5-hour flight back to Phoenix. It's gonna be a long day, but it's an exciting day. It's a fun day. It's a happy day because she did so well. And that's part of the support structure that she needs. She needs to be able to rely on people to pull this off. She can't do it by herself, and that's your role, to support your partner in what they're passionate about. And the last thing I want to say about supporting your partner's passion is to make sure you have a passion, to make sure you have something that you're passionate about that your partner can support you with. One of the things that happens when you have a passion, when you spend a lot of time and energy into something, is that guilt starts setting in. Jennifer feels guilty when she's gone all weekend, or she feels guilty when she has to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and be gone till 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, and she feels guilty that I'm stuck with a Zella. Not that we're stuck, but you know what I mean. I can keep telling her not to feel guilty, or that I'm fine and that it's okay and that this is my role and all those things. But an action thing that you can do is to have your passion that she can support you on, or he can support you on, because I have my passion. I have photography, I have videography, and she supports that wholeheartedly. So if I need to go somewhere for a weekend, or if I need to stay an extra day somewhere in a city so I can shoot something, or if I want to, drive up somewhere and take photographs of a place that I've always wanted to photograph, she's totally in. She's supportive. That helps things stay in balance, because she doesn't feel guilty, I don't feel guilty, she doesn't feel resentful, and I don't feel resentful. And sometimes your passion intersects with your partner's passion. And in this case, works perfectly. My passion for photography and videography that I've developed lately completely crosses with her passion for Ironman. I get to see things in these events that I can photograph. I get to photograph her, but I also get to photograph other things. I get to be in places where I get to go shoot things. In a couple months, we're gonna be going to St. George, and I'm excited to go to St. George and not only take pictures, but also shoot video or bring my drone. It's important to just have your passion. If they cross, that's great. If they don't, who cares? So, what's your passion? What's your partner's passion? How are you supporting your partner's passion? And how do you want your passion to be supported? Use the comment section below to tell us, what is your passion and how do you need to be supported with that passion? Or what's your partner's passion and how are you supporting that passion? And maybe if we can generate enough of these comments, people can see and get ideas for not only what passions they can focus on, but also they might not have thought of a way that they can support their partner's passion, and you might give an insight into one of those things. All right, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next video. See ya. Okay, I got one more tip, just one more. If your partner doesn't have a passion and all of a sudden they start talking about triathlons, or they start talking about doing Ironman, use everything you've got to talk them out of it. Don't let them do this. It's insane. It's crazy. It's a cult. I'm in a cult. I'm stuck in a cult. Help me. Run, run, run! This is Big Azella. I got 2 Azellas in the car.
2 Azellas.